Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one. You know, my birthday was awesome.
We had fun. He's 21.
It's crazy to think that I've been on this earth for 21 years.
Yeah, it feels
that
like.
That blows me away.
We're going to talk about budgeting money. We get asked a lot, especially since we've been engaged. And in this video, we are not bragging. Like, we're not trying to brag at all, believe me. Like, we're not like these rich people. We're not trying to brag at all. We just want to share with you guys how we do what we do without being in debt. And we're not going to give like, this is how much money we make a month. We're literally just going to make up some numbers to give you guys an idea. And Wayne's going to kind of break down how he managed my ring. That's the only like actual number he's going to give out that's real. So you guys get a taste of like that. I do want to say, like, our plans that we have, we're trying to do this all without our parents like helping. Like, they can help, but we don't want them. We don't want the typical wedding where our parents pay for it all, or the honeymoon where our parents pay for it all. We are managing everything on our own where it's covered. Now, obviously, we're not paying for everything ourselves, but I'm saying we play out worst card scenario. So if something were to happen, we can still get what we want without relying on other people. And we've kind of been, we're not married yet, obviously we're engaged, but we personally share all of our money together. It's not like we have a joint bank account. No, we don't have that. But he knows how much I'm making, I know how much he's making, and we play it off and share money. So
and we don't buy anything without talking to each other.
We're gonna literally break down all that to you guys and literally go in hardcore detail. So if you need help budgeting, you're definitely going to want to listen to the rest of this, or if you're just curious how much we spend and how we do it.
Then we're going to talk about, you know, you got to figure out who you are, what kind of person you are. Are you a saver or are you a spender? So, you know, I'm a saver. I love to save money. You know, being with her, you know, she's just a big spender. She is.
I like to spend my money, but I don't do it
dumb. So, you know, when we first got together and everything else, you know, my parents were giving me a monthly allowance. It was only like $50 a month. It wasn't a lot, you know, but we got together when we were like 12, 13 years old. So to me, that was a lot because, you know, I didn't have a car or gas, nothing. So, you know, even then, I was taking the $50 and I wasn't going out or nothing. You know, I would take it and I would save it up, you know, for whenever she would come home every like 6 months or whatever.
Because I did live in Missouri, if you guys didn't know that.
So, you know, when that would happen, all my money would be saved. I remember I used to get the money and I'd stick it straight under my mattress and I wouldn't touch it. That's how I've always looked at life. You know, you got to save now, work now to live life better one later.
And I want you to understand how important it is to budget, because you can do big things with it and still have a successful future, like, with that little bit.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I have this much money I can spend for the month. I'm going to pay for your ticket in. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy you a slice of pizza. Like stuff
it's just
like
the little
that.
stuff, you know, it might have only been $10 to get in, you know, like $5 for the pizza, but like stuff like that has built the foundation to where we are now, to where we're literally the 20-year-olds and we are not struggling for money.
I'm not bragging, but if you guys do what we're doing, you'll be able to say that as well. I mean, I'm thankful for that. Like, guys, we have it mapped out. Like, literally, when we get married, like, we're going to put like an X amount down on our house and be set. Like, Wayne and I are very high maintenance. We're the first to admit it. And it's like, we have to have new appliances. We have to have wood floor. We can't have, and it's okay if you don't want those things, but for us, like, we want to live a life. Yeah, so we're mapping it out now.
And, you know, that's one thing I think people get in trouble with is, you know, they don't realize that they actually do and how much money they truly spend. You know, you got to know, like, how much, you know, we know that we're going to have to at least make $100,000 plus to survive. That's just us.
Well, not to survive, but to have what we want.
Exactly, you know, because I don't want to live a life to where it's like I'm paycheck to paycheck, I can't go out and have fun or nothing like that. That's just not who we are.
To those people who are like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, if we go to the store and we see something and it's like, okay, this is cheaper, let's get this versus, we're not those people. Just because something's cheaper, we don't get it. We look at it in the long run. So let's give Disney Plus, for example.
Okay, yes. So this is a really good example of how I am and the way my mind automatically thinks. Okay, so Disney Plus came out and it was huge. You know, everyone got it. We bought it. So I looked at it. I can't even remember how much it was going to cost us or whatever. It was going to be like, I think it was like $10 a month or something. You know, so if you look at it, you pay $10 a month. Well, that's $120 a year. The way I looked at it, if you bought it as a lump sum, it was only $90. So I went ahead and I paid for the entire year straight up front. I paid the $90. You know, some people might not have that $90 to pay up front, but you got to look at it in the long run. You're saving yourself that $30 a year by doing this.
Or $10 a year. Or
no, 30. Yeah. You know, so you're saving yourself that $30 a year. This is why I handle the numbers. It's she's a little rough. But, you know, that you're saving yourself that $30 a year, and that might not be a like, oh my God, you know, it's only $30. Well, guess what? That could be a tank and a half of gas for you that you were going to spend anyways, and you actually want to spend more of it. So why not go ahead and think future-wise? Think, you know, all right, so this is what I have. This is how much I can save. Let's do it.
And people are going to hear that and they're going to think, you guys are crazy. But guys, do you realize the things that we have in our life at 20 years old, the things that we have set in stone for us, the places we're going, like, guys, we seriously do. This wasn't a requested video, honestly. Like, we were like, let's do this because we're asked all the time, how do you do this? How does Wayne buy a ring? How, like, the prime example he just gave is why. Like, that $5, $30. Look, like, that's a tank of gas, like he said. And if you can't pay it up front, then wait until you can. Or if you have to break it down, okay, but you still need to have that mindset where you look ahead of time. Just because it's cheaper at the time doesn't mean it's best.
So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the ring. So, you know, what I did is when we went and looked and everything else, I got the ring. The total for it, for mine and hers, was $10,000. Now, the ring is totally paid off. I didn't draw interest one time. I paid the ring off, and this is the only time that I'll actually give specifics. I paid the ring off in 4 months. So I paid $10,000 off in 4 months. That's $2,500 a month. But I had money saved up. Don't get me wrong, I did. I had around like $4,000. But I was able to budget it out in the way I thought about it. You know, I wasn't planning on buying it right then and there, so it did catch me off guard. But I worked extra to make sure that I could pay it off. I figured out what I was going to have to do and what I was going to have to cut back on. I remember I cut back on supplements for a couple months. You know, that might have only been, you know, $200 or whatever, but it helps. I paid the entire ring off. I don't owe anything on it. On hers or on mine. I'm the type of guy, I hate payments. I do not like to do payments. I hate drawing interest. It's stupid. You're giving money just for spending money. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. A monthly payment was going to be like $200. By the end of it, I added it all up with the interest rate and everything else. I was going to end up spending like almost $20,000, double the price. I was like, I'm not doing that. So I suffered, I'm not gonna lie, a couple months not being able to, you know, go out to eat, you know, whenever we normally wanted.
And I didn't even realize this.
Or nothing. But, you know, I didn't buy my supplements or nothing. I made sure that I paid that off. Now we're going to go into what's called the 50-30-20. I live by this. This is how I save my money. This is how we save our money. You know, we make sure that we do not spend anything outside of our range.
Yeah, so now we're literally going to get into some hardcore depth of how we live our month. Now, these are just make-up numbers.
These are our numbers and like that or anything like that.
We don't want to like put out there how much we make.
This is just basic numbers. So what the 50-30-20 is, you put 50% of your money towards your needs. Whether that be a house, car, bills, groceries, stuff like that. 50% of your income. Now we're going to base these off like monthly incomes, no taxes taken out or nothing like that, because you know, it just changes and everything else. We're just going to do basic numbers. 30% of it is your wants. 20% is your savings. I switch those. I do 30% my savings and 20% of my wants because I look at it this way. I'm going to suffer now in my 20s to where in my 50s I can live a luxurious life and I'm able to go out and, you know, if I want to go out and spend $200 on a dinner or whatever, I'm able to do it.
And honestly, and we're going to talk about it, but everything we do now, we don't suffer.
No, like, we do not suffer one time.
We do what we want. So if you listen to us, you'll be the same way,
exactly.
I promise.
So, we're going to base it off you making $10 an hour, and if you are just, you know, normal 40 hours a week. That is $1,600 a month. So you take half of that. So that means you take half of the $1,600, and that's $800 goes towards towards your needs. You put that towards your needs, the home, you know, your insurance, all that stuff. Then so if you base it off that, you would put $480 towards your wants. That's 30%. That's like, you know, if you want to go to the gym, you know, if you want to go out to eat, you know, if you want supplements like me, you know, if you want new clothes, something like that. That's your wants. Then you would put $320 towards your savings, the 20%. Now, $320 might not seem like a lot a month. You know, I mean, it is. It's a good amount. It's it's $320. But look at it by the end of the year. You know, without any interest on your savings account, you know, that's $3,800 by the end of the year that you just have just sitting. So that adds up. But one thing you have to look at too is how much do you need to live? You know we need over $100,000 when we graduate and everything else, you know, time we have a home, kids, and everything. We know that.
We micromanage, right?
Yeah,
our
basically.
savings now
For that.
then.
So, you know, if you know, some people, they only need $60,000. They're perfectly comfortable, you know, they're able to live, go on any trips they want and everything else. But when people get in trouble is, you know, they're making that $60,000, but they're living a $100,000 life. That's whenever you get in trouble. That's whenever the debt starts to set in.
So recognize your needs and your wants. You can live a life that you want if you manage it out.
We work super hard. You know, we both have a job. We're both going to school. You know, so we work for our money, and we make sure that we make sure that we make enough for our needs, our wants, and our savings.
We're disciplined, okay? So, and honestly, we look at every month. Guys, keep in mind, and Wayne and I learned this probably a year or so ago, we always spend way more money in the month of December than we do October.
Yes, we do. We know that.
So, in the month of December, when we map out our money, we literally put in more fun money for that month. Okay, guys, so the camera overheated.
We have it sitting in front of the
ring light.
Yeah, so it kind of overheated a little bit.
Wayne tried to put it in the fridge.
Yeah, I was trying to cool it down.
We
budget for all of that.
We put everything to a T, and if we run out of money, we run out. Now, like, you know, this month we might not, say this month we do nothing, and next month it's like, we're going to the zoo, we're going to these big shows. We plan ahead. Like,
exactly.
Justin Bieber's announcing his Purpose Tour, and I want to go in August, and he wants to go too. And we'll have to plan ahead for that. Guys, you have to make sacrifices to get where you want. If we said yes to everything in the month to do with our friends,
we would literally
be poor.
Broke.
We'd be living on the streets.
But here's the thing too though, so like, say this month, right, in January, or say January, we had $200 to go out and have fun with. Say we only spent $100 of it. That $100 does not go over to the next month. That $100 goes straight into our savings account. We start the new month with how much we made. We started with $0 for going out and having fun on, and then we budget again. And that adds up, you know, so if you get like, say every month you have $200 to have fun on. Well, say you only spend $180, you have $20. Well, guess what? If you save those $20 each and every month, you're actually looking at an extra $240 a year that you were not even planning on having at all. And it adds up.
There's a trip in August, to be completely honest with you guys, that's going to cost us, it's not like a lot of money for what we're going to be able to do.
But it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. So we have, as bad as we want to go, we haven't fully said yes yet, because we've got to think, okay, if this works out, then we're going to go, we're going to map it all out. We're going to have to make a sacrifice if it doesn't work out. We have a future to plan for. Like, we're literally already thinking, like, guys, we've already talked about how much money we're putting back each week when we have a kid.
Exactly.
Like, we literally are going that far in depth. And that's why you see us doing so much, being able to do what we do. Yeah. And, like, okay, you guys saw our last video. I took Wayne on that trip. Guys, he didn't pay for anything. He put gas in my car on the way home. I managed my money. I looked at how much I'm going to have to put back. Here's what I want to do. Here's how much I can spend. That's over my budget. I can't do that. Like, and, like, we took Wayne out that day, and I was like, he was like, he knows I wanted to pay, and he straight up asked me, he's like, how much can I spend on food? Because he knows that there's a plan, and I was like, you can spend X amount on food today, and then we're good. Like, and I know that might sound a little bit crazy to you guys, but you don't want to have that mindset of just get whatever you want. You don't.
There's a couple times a year where we go out and it's like, you know what, just get what you want. Like, I remember one year we were really, really good financially and everything else, and for, what was it, Valentine's Day, I was like, we go to places, I wear a tie and everything, it's really, really nice, and I tell, get whatever you want. We got whatever we want. I remember we spent like $100 on one dinner. Mm-hmm. We don't do that. It's not like we do that every single weekend.
No, but we didn't go in debt for it.
No, so we managed for it. We had the extra cash. We're like, all right, let's do it. Let's just splurge a little bit. And that's the thing, too. You can't live your life so structured, because then you get burnt out really, really quick.
A big tip on saving. So, like, this is silly, but it's something that we do. So, yeah, actually, my dad got me started on this.
Yes.
So, on, let's say, every November, he has a piggy bank and I have a piggy bank, okay?
It's only for change.
It's only for change. So every November it restarts. So every November we cash it in and we use it on Black Friday. So I save up all of my change through the year, and he does too. We combine that and we go shopping on Black Friday, and we put that towards gifts for our parents. Now, it doesn't mean that that's the only money we have, but it gives us an idea.
Like, people don't realize how much change you truly have. I remember one year we combined our money. We had $100 just in change.
And mine, we ended up having like 175 or something.
And just in change. And people don't realize, I mean, people throw pennies and stuff like that. We save them all. We are. It's kind of like, it's, you could think we're crazy or whatever. But,
it's a tip, and it helps.
We do that, so that puts us ahead. We weren't planning on having none of that change. We never know how much it's going to be, but it's just extra cash.
Guys, it's February, and we already have Christmas money put back.
That's just how we do it.
That's how we do what we do.
And the reason why is because we don't wait until November. It's like, crap, we got to put $500 back this month. What are we
don't do that.
We might only put $20 back in January. Well, do that throughout the entire year, and like November comes, okay, maybe it's like, all right, so maybe we could put $100 back this month. You slowly do it, so you're not so stressed out. It's like, well, 1 month you're just completely screwed.
And if you're with someone, I recommend it. Makes it easier to combine money. I will say, you
don't have to legit combine it, but know how much each other makes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And it's like you're able to help, because then you're like, okay, I'm not making that much this month. Can you help a little bit? And it's like you're able to go back and forth.
And I mean, to be honest with you guys, Wayne does pay for a lot. He hates when I pay for a thing. That's how he is. But we still talk I can do this, and he'll let me. But if he has so much fun money for the month out of his check, that's
ours. It's not my fun money. It's ours.
Yeah. So, if he has so much on his debit card, it's not like I take my fun money and put it in his bank. But if he has so much left, he's like, this is how much we can spend. We combined our thoughts, not our bank accounts yet.
But, so, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, if you have any questions, anything like that, please let us know. We'll be more happy to talk to you guys, do anything we possibly can to help you, set yourself up for a better future. Because that's the main goal of this video, is to help you guys.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah. So, our Instagrams will be right here. Please make sure you guys go follow us. Hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please be sure to check out some of our older videos. Be on the lookout for another one coming up. If you have any recommendations, let us know.
We're posting every Wednesday.
Yeah, but see you guys later.